Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So for people that watch us religiously, I mean that's probably the wrong phrase, but maybe not religiously.
I don't think anyone watches us religiously.
But maybe frequently. Let's go with that.
Yeah, frequently.
You'd have heard us say we're not going abroad again for a little while, but that is a little bit of a white lie because today we are at Premier in Gatwick. Because tomorrow morning we are off on a very early flight to Lanzarote. So it's my mum's 60th birthday this year, and my mum and my dad have flown out already to celebrate. But little do they know that we are tagging along for a week of their 2-week holiday. So it's a big surprise. We've had it booked for like best part of the year, and we've almost tripped up so many times.
Oh, it's been so hard keeping this a secret.
But we've got 1 day to go, or less than a day now, and we've managed to keep it scum so far. So we've got an early flight in the morning down to Arrecife, and then hopefully we'll give them a nice surprise. We've worked out what beach they're using this trip, so the plan is to drop the bags and then go and surprise them. And hopefully it'll be a good surprise rather than what on earth are you doing here?
And
we wanted a break.
And this is why when they watch it back, they'll understand why we've been so like trying to cut contact this week, because they kept saying like, let's do video calls. They've been checking in, and we've been trying to like delay our messages as long as possible so it looks like we're like Jude's going to nursery and things like that. So we're trying to make it look as if everything's normal,
but it's not.
So far, I don't think they have.
No, they've not
any idea.
They've not twigged yet. But anyway, we're going to go downstairs, have a quick drink to start the holiday, get some dinner in a bit, drop the bags off tonight, and then hopefully walk through nice and early tomorrow morning. So anyway, we'll see you in Puerto del Carmen.
You say bye.
You say bye.
Bye. Bye.
So we've made it to the beach. We think they're down there, but my parents, being typical boomers, they haven't got their phone with them. So we're going to head down, see if we can find them. As we can.
Oh my god! What did you do?
We had to take a week off annual leave to look after him, so we thought we'd have holiday as well. So I think it's safe to say that was mission accomplished. Mum and Dad had absolute no idea that we was flying out. So really pleased with that, really pleased. So yeah, we're going to meet up with them tomorrow. It's Mum's birthday tomorrow. They're booked in to a posh restaurant where there's no kids allowed. So we won't spend the whole day with them. We're going to go to the beach. So I'll show you the beach tomorrow. But now, I mean, it's almost come up to 4:30, so Jude's on about a 12-hour day as it stands. So we're going to go to the Indian restaurant, Mumbai Masala, that we always used to use here. I know we had a curry last night in Premier Inn, but it's different, right? It's not a proper curry in a Premier Inn, is it? So we're going to go for a nice curry. Jude can have some poppadoms, and then I think we'll head back and probably go straight to bed. I know it's still early, but so we've been at it all day with hardly any sleep last night. But it does feel so good to be back out here. We haven't been here since 2019, so it does feel good to be back. So yeah, let's crack on with Mumbai Masala, a nice kingfisher and a nice curry. So Mumbai Masala, we've got lamb jalfrezi, chicken boona, mushroom rice, garlic naan. June's had about 6 poppadoms, and then it's got chicken nuggets. And I forgot, but we also got a chicken tikka as well, just to add to everything else. I mean, we're not eating today. We've not eaten since, well, first thing this morning. So that was Mumbai Masala, and to be fair, that was even better than what we remembered. So we've not been here since 2019, but that was great. That was the best curry we've had in a long time. So I think the plan tomorrow is we're just going to go and meet Mum and Dad for a bit of a down the beach for Mum's birthday. We're going to try our own restaurant out in our hotel tomorrow night. I think Mum and Dad are booked in a posh place. Probably wouldn't appreciate Jude creating in there, so I think we're just going to stay in our own hotel tomorrow night. So we're going to go and check in now. We couldn't check in earlier, so we're at a place called Gloria Izaro, which is through the old town. So anyway, I'm going to catch Charlotte and Jude up. I've just quickly paid the bill and they've got on the road already, so I'll catch them up and then we'll show you our room, and yeah, we'll see you there. So after that Indian, we've just checked in. This is our room. We're in number 508 in Gloria Izaro. So that's Jude's bed in the front room. It looks absolutely spotless. We stayed here, I can't even think what year it was, years and years ago. I think it's the first place me and Charlotte stayed here together. This is our bathroom. As I say, it looks spotlessly clean. And then we have got a little kitchen area just over here. And I'll quickly show you our room. And I'll be honest, I think where we've been up since between 3 and 4 o'clock, we'll be hitting this bed pretty soon. So anyway, that's our room. I'll show you around the resort a bit more tomorrow. And we've got, so we're half board here, so we've got breakfast and evening meals. We won't use evening meals all the time, but we'll definitely use breakfast every day. So I'll show you what that's like in the morning. Right, so start of day 2. This is our room here, 508. We're right opposite the main pool. I'll say the main pool. There's 2 pools really. You've got your main one here and the kids one just to the right hand side. So we'll probably be plotted up there when we're not at the beach. That'll be our plot to the right hand side. It's absolutely glorious morning. It's really clear as a bell. The only thing I would say is it doesn't get light until late. Like we used to come here in the summer and sort of 4 o'clock it was broad daylight, whereas obviously this is a bit later in the year. It's coming up to 10 to 8 and it's only just starting to get light. But yeah, it's meant to be a hot one again today, about 28. But But yeah, very nice quiet morning. Breakfast here doesn't start until 8 o'clock, which is a bit late for us. Where we had a really long day yesterday, we was asleep by about just gone 7 o'clock. So yeah, we was up at 5. So we've just been milling around in the room for the last 3 hours. This is quite a nice area here. I spotted this yesterday. There's all like big double beds where you can lay out on. That's away from the pool area. But you'll see like Charlotte's just ahead with a pram. It's all accessible, which is handy for us. And the main entrance and restaurant and bar is just down here. So I'll show you what's there for breakfast as well. We are half board. We booked this with British Airways. It was 1,100 quid for the week for the 3 of us. And so that's your breakfast and your dinner as well. We will eat out mostly of an evening. But it is obviously handy to have with Jude as an option if he does want to have something in. So anyway, yeah, I'll show you breakfast in a second. Just give you a quick run through of the breakfast. That's all your cold meats. Plenty of fruit. Yogurts and cereals and stuff here. Drinks, they've actually, you'll notice they've got Prosecco glasses as well. So I'll get Charlotte one of them in a minute. I've got some like pastry stuff here as well. Some cakes. And then you've got your hot food stuff. So your eggs, beans, tomatoes, Spanish bacon. It looks like they're set up for some fresh eggs and omelettes there, which I might get involved in. And lastly, some more of your typical full English stuff here. So yeah, let's get involved. So we've just had a walk down the strip, but it's amazing. There's literally like nothing open. It's 9 o'clock. But most places are shut up, and there's only a few places that are just starting to open. So I don't know, it just seems like everything's a bit later this year, but we'll see. But we're going to go and find Mum and Dad now and head to the beach while it's quiet. So this is the dinner buffet at Gloria Izaro. This is all your cold bits again down the left-hand side. So it's all different starters. Got so much choice here. We've been impressed. As I said, it weren't One a lot more expensive to go half board compared to bed and breakfast. And this is a dessert section here. Jude's already spotted the jelly and the chocolate fountain, and he's refusing to have any hot stuff, but we'll see to that. Here's your hot food. We've got all different bits and pieces here. So you've got like chili con carne, curry, beef stroganoff. Got some nachos there. They've got some meats that they cook fresh, pasta, a paella. And look at the pork. Pork looks great. And some hot veg bits and pieces over here. So yeah, we're quite pleased with this. So up bright and early for the start of day 3. Just had breakfast in the hotel, and we've brought Jude down to the port in the old town. I forgot, but there's a little park area here, so we're going to let him have a little play around here for half an hour, and then get back to our pool. It doesn't open until 10 o'clock. So again, the little man's usually up about between 5 and 6, so a bit of time to kill before we can get in the pool. And then we're going to go to one of our favourite Italian restaurants this evening, La Turner, with mum and dad. So we'll show you what that's like. So yeah, it looks like another cracking hot day. Meant to be about 28, 29 again today. Not seen a cloud yet. So yeah, very lucky. It's about 15 back home when we flew out. So a bit of a shock to the system having this weather, but very nice so far. So let's go and see what the little man's up to. So just had a walk to the end of the jetty pier type thing in the old town, just so we could see the cats. And it's now about 9:30, so we've got half an hour until the pool opens. So we're going to make our slow way back up the hill to the hotel, and let Jude have a splash about in the pool for a couple of hours. But yeah, that feels hot again today. That feels really warm. So it's not even 9:30 and it's roasting already, but yeah, feels good to be back out here at least. Morning everyone. So it's been a couple of days since I've really done a proper check-in. I just thought I'd do a quick update. So I think we're on day 5 now. The weather has been absolutely just couldn't fault it. It's been pretty much 28, 29 every day. And yeah, it's been exceptional considering it's like 14 back home. So, you know, the sake of a 3-hour flight to enjoy a bit of winter sun is very much needed. So I'll just give you a quick sort of rundown on where we've been eating, that kind of stuff. So I'll quickly start with the hotel food. Hotel food has been phenomenal. It was an extra £100 to go full board. Definitely worth it, especially with Jude. He can be a little bit fussy at times. So the fact you can just, you know, there's going to be something there for him, it's definitely been worth it from that perspective. And I suppose thinking about the restaurants, everything has been pretty good, other than the Italian we went to. So we went to a place called La Turner, which we've used in the past loads, and it was always really good. But yeah, it just wasn't great. Was a little bit disappointed. They don't do carbonara. What Italian doesn't do carbonara? But or spaghetti bolognese. It's just bizarre. Really bizarre. So anyway, yeah, big shout out to the hotel food. The ribs they did last night were absolutely like phenomenal. Some of the best I've ever had, and that includes like the places in New York and Vegas that we've done. Like they was absolutely exceptional. I think the Indian is probably still top of the tree for the time being. But yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. So we've only got a couple of days left. So we're thinking today is a little bit cloudy. I'm not sure if you can see that over my shoulder or not, but it's a little bit cloudy today. So what we're thinking of doing is having a boys' day and a girls' day. So the girls are going shopping, and the boys are going to get the bikes out, trying to find one that's going to be suitable for Jude. and we're going to have a cycle up to Matagorda towards the airport. And there's some kids parks up there and stuff. And Jude loves his planes, so take him to go and see the planes landing at the airport and stuff. So that's pretty much today, or pretty much this morning. Then hopefully this sun will break through for this afternoon, and then we'll head to the beach this afternoon and do that all that good stuff. So anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll show you what we've been up to for the last couple of days, and yeah, we'll catch you on the bikes. See you later. Right, okay, so we've you're probably wondering why that's been cut quite short, because the last time we spoke I think was day 5. And obviously
when we were at Lenny's?
Yes. So to cut a very long story short, Jude hasn't been very well. So we don't know if it was too much sun, tiredness, something he ate, something he picked up on the plane.
Viral infection. Like
yeah. I know there was quite a lot of stuff before we went out to Lanzarote in the news about some of the beaches being closed because of bacteria in the sea and stuff. and to be fair, he spent quite a bit of time in the sea. So it could be that, who knows. But he had a really high temperature for the last couple of days, to the point where we really didn't leave the room. I think the day before we came home, he perked up a bit, and we let him go in the pool just for a short amount of time, just so he wasn't
about 10 minutes.
Yeah, just so he wasn't getting cabin fever in the room. But yeah, we ended up getting a doctor out Friday morning before we flew home, just to make sure they was happy for him to fly, and they was.
They checked. They said his ears were clear, his chest was clear. Like, he passed everything with flying colours, but yeah, it was just
nightmare.
Very worrying, scary time.
And being a parent and having your kid abroad and then not being well was just horrible. We just wanted to get him home. So that's why we didn't do any filming, because really we was just stuck in the room for the last couple of days. But anyway, I think overall, I think it's definitely a holiday of two halves. The first half was just, it was amazing. It was so good to be back out in Lanzarote, especially with mum and dad and with Jude, and so the surprise went really well. And some of the meals we had were great as well. So yeah, it's really, really good to be back out there. What was your, let's just quickly say, favourite meal?
Got the Lanny's in it.
Lanny's is exceptional.
As much as I tried to enjoy it.
Yeah, we knew something wasn't right with him, but mum and dad was like, no, just go enjoy it. He's fine. But by the time we got back, he wasn't really fine. But yeah, Lanny's is great. I know I spoke about the curry on the first night quite a bit, and that was, again, whenever we go to Puerto del Carmen, we'd always go back there.
Good old days though, probably a big surprise.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it? The burger was
chips.
Yeah, it was
amazing.
And the burger must have been an inch deep, if not more. It's just ridiculous. I mean,
I'd use a knife and fork.
Yeah, the lady was like, "Oh, it might take a while. We cook it fresh." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine," but like, it probably took about 45 minutes. But that's why, because it was huge.
It's like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a really good time. Had a really great time. It's just a bit of a shame. With Jude. I think lesson for me on this is to be a bit more militant with him in the sun. So like when we went to Cos earlier in the year, it wasn't that hot. It was probably low 20s, sunny spells, and we was quite strict with him. Like the pool was covered as well, so he wasn't in direct sunlight. Whereas we spent quite a bit of time on the beach, and there wasn't really any hiding place.
And the thing is with Jude as well, he has massive FOMO.
Yeah, he does.
Really bad for missing out. And when he's like in his element, you can't get him to drink, you can't get him to eat, you can't get him to sleep. He's just like so excited.
Yeah, overexcited. So I think that could be part of it as well. Like, he could have been really tired because we stopped at Gatwick the night before, and he probably lost out on 3 or 4 hours sleep there.
And the rest.
Yeah, probably maybe 5. And then when he noticed that my mum and dad was there, that just blew his mind, and he just wanted to just be doing something every single minute of the day.
Yeah.
So I think it just took it out of him, but he had a great time for the most part, as did we. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get him back there one day.
Just relieved we're back home.
God.
Touchwood, he looks like he's doing a lot better today. He's eating more. His
temperature's fine now and stuff. So yeah, I think touchwood we're okay. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back in Puerto del Carmen again soon. It was great being back out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to keep this short and sweet. So that's probably it from us. Next stop is Center Parcs this time. I won't do too much filming there just because we went there last year. We're also going with some friends. I don't want it to overtake at all. And then we've got Spain at the end of the year. So anyway, that's it from us. Thanks for watching. Any questions or anything in regards to the hotel? Hotel was great, by the way. I know we didn't really touch on that.
Yeah,
but
the hotel was brilliant.
Yeah, Gloria Izaro.
The slight issue is, I don't know if we touched on this, is that it's a little bit far out of town. And with a pram, it is a bit difficult because it's right at the top of the hill. Yeah. But once you've discovered the bus, life-changing.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do many cabs out there because of Jude's age. Like, we like him to be in a child seat.
And he has really bad car sickness.
Yeah. Again, something else for the list. But he's fine on a bus, which, makes complete sense. Yeah. But yeah, the bus is easy, and it's like €1.50 or something each.
It was $2.60 for both of us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's from one end of the strip to the other. So yeah, again, that's a lesson for next time. But yeah, Gloria Izaro was great. Staff were good, very clean. Food was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there.
Also want to touch on I think her name was Barbara, but she was the one helping us yesterday with the doctor, and she was incredible.
Yeah,
she staff was so good. Helpful. Managed to get the doctor there really quick and help us out, and yeah, can't thank him enough.
Yeah, really, really good. So I think if we go back to Puerto del Carmen, which we will, I would be happy to stay there, more than happy. And it's a little bit out of the way, but
that's literally the only negative.
Yeah, but in regards to food, facilities, staff, the rooms, I think it beats anywhere else we've stayed in Puerto del Carmen. Yeah. And we've stayed in probably 3 or 4 different places now. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I keep saying we're going to leave it there. So hopefully we'll see you in Centre Parks in a week or so's time. Hope you're all well. Other than that, take care and we'll see you soon.